Good morning, students. Today's topic is application of adsorption. Adsorption is a surface phenomena. So the first application is gas mask. Activated charcoal or the mixture of adsorbent is used in the gas masks so that all the gases are adsorbed and the air for breathing is purified. Second is production of high vacuum, means the air can be adsorbed by activated charcoal from a vessel equated by a vacuum pump. Third is heterogeneous catalysis. Adsorption of reactants on the solid surface of catalyst that increase the rate of reaction. Here we take one example: finely divided iron in the manufacture of ammonia. Or you can take the another example: finely divided nickel used in the hydrogenation of vegetable oil. So these are heterogeneous catalysts. Heterogeneous catalyst means when the catalysts are present in different phase from that of a reactant. This is called as heterogeneous catalyst. Hetero means different. Point number 4, removal of coloring matter from the solution. Means animal charcoal that remove the color of solution by adsorbing colored impurities. So all these have adsorbed phenomena, means a surface phenomena is used here. Next is control of humidity. Silica and aluminium gel that are used as adsorbent for removing the moisture and controlling the humidity. Sixth point is in curing disease. A large number of drugs that are used to kill the germs by getting adsorbed on them. Next is adsorption indicator. The surface of precipitate like silver halides that have the property of adsorbing some dyes like eosine. So this type of indicator that is used in precipitation titration reactions. So this indicator is adsorbed at the end point and it give a particular color on the precipitate. Next is chromatographic analysis. It is based on the phenomena of adsorption and finds a number of applications used in analytical and industrial field. And the last point is separation of inert gases. Means a mixture of noble gases that can be separated by adsorption on coconut charcoal at the different temperature. This is due to the difference in the degree of adsorption of gases by the charcoal. So here we can easily separate the inert gas by the process of adsorption. So all these are the application of adsorption. Now the next topic is colloids. Means types of solution: true solution, colloidal solution and suspension. Now what do you mean by colloids? Colloidal solution is a heterogeneous system in which a substance is distributed in the form of very small particles as a dispersed phase in another substance is called as dispersion medium. So Here the solution is three types: true solution, colloidal solution and suspension. Now particle size in the case of true solution, that is very small, means less than 1 nanometer. 1 nanometer is equal to 10 is to power minus 9 meter. Here we take the example of true solution, that is sugar solution. The particle size is, after dissolving the sugar in water, the particle size is very small. So this is a true solution. In case of colloidal solution, here we take the example of soap solution. Particle size is 1 to 100 nanometer, means its range is between the 1 to 100 nanometer. In the case of suspension, here we take the example of sand plus water. Here the particle size is large, means greater than 100 nanometer. Means colloidal solution is a heterogeneous system in which a substance is distributed in the form of very small particles. This is called as solute, and large part is called as solvent. The solute is also called as a dispersed phase, and the solvent is called as a dispersion medium. Now the dispersed phase plus a dispersion medium equal to dispersed system. It means this is the colloidal solution. Colloidal solution is formed by these two, dispersed phase plus dispersion medium. What do you mean by dispersed phase? The phase of colloid particles is called as a dispersed phase. It is like a solute in the solution, and it is the homogeneous mixture. But in case of dispersion medium, the medium in which the dispersed phase are dispersed, means dispersed particles are dispersed, is called as a dispersion medium. This is just like a solvent in the true solution. If water is taken as a medium, then the colloids are called as hydrosols. Now the classification of colloids. On the basis of physical state, colloids are of many types. Dispersion medium and name of the sol. Sol means colloidal solution. Here if the medium is taken as water, then its name is aqua sol. Aqua means water, sol means colloidal solution. Or you can say that hydrosol. If the dispersion medium is taken as benzene, then benzosol is formed. If air is taken, then aerosol is present. If alcohol is taken, then alkosol is present. So these all are formed according to the physical state. Now this is the table of different types of colloidal system. First, dispersed phase. DM means dispersion medium, type of colloid, and here the examples. First, if the dispersed phase is solid, then dispersion medium is also solid. Then what type of colloid is formed? Solid sol is formed. Example is colored glass. This table is important for your exam. If the dispersion phase is solid, then dispersion medium is taken as liquid. Then what type of colloid is formed? That is sol. Example is paints. Dispersed phase solid, dispersion medium gas, then type of colloids is aerosol. because in gas air is present and solid form sol, so aerosol is formed. And here the example is smoke and dust. If the dispersed phase is liquid, then dispersion medium is taken as solid. Then what type of colloid is formed? Gel is formed. Means liquid solid make a gel. Example is butter, jellies. If dispersed phase is liquid and dispersion medium is liquid, both are liquid, means then emulsion is formed. This is very important. When the liquid plus liquid is formed, what type of colloids is formed? It means emulsion is formed. Here example is, most important example is milk, hair cream, etc. Now next, if the dispersed phase is liquid, then dispersion medium is gas, then type of colloid that is formed aerosol. Example is fog, mist, cloud. If the dispersed phase is gas, then dispersion medium is solid. Type of colloid is solid sol. Example is pumice stone. If dispersed phase is gas, dispersion medium is liquid, then type of colloids that is foam. Example is froth, means jhag, and soft leather. So these are the table of different types of colloidal system. Now the next classification of colloidal solution is based on the nature of interaction between dispersed phase and dispersion medium. Here the colloidal solution is of two types, lyophilic and lyophobic. First is lyophilic. Philic means loving. You can see that the particles of dispersed phase that have greater affinity for the dispersion medium, means they are self-stabilized because they have a strong attractive forces between the particles and dispersion medium. They are reversible in nature. Here we take one example like starch, gelatin, gum, albumin. This is also called as intrinsic colloids. Means we can say that the dispersed phase is dispersion medium loving. It is self-stabilized, means no stabilizing agent is required for this because of strong attractive force between the particles and dispersion medium. These are reversible in nature. They are hydrophilic sol. Philic means loving. Hydro means water loving. Examples are starch, gelatin and gums. Now next is lyophobic. Lyophobic means dispersion medium is heating. Heating means the particles of dispersed phase have no affinity for dispersion medium. Means they heat the dispersion medium. Stabilizing agent is used. Means they are not easily prepared and need stabilizing agent for their preservation. They are irreversible sol, means irreversible in nature. Example is sol of gold, silver, sulfur, etc. They are called as extrinsic colloids. This is very important topic, means what is the difference between lyophilic and lyophobic colloids. Now the next classification is on the basis of types of particles of dispersed phase. first type is multimolecular colloids. Multi means large number. Means particle size does not fall in the range of colloidal. Means colloidal range means 1 nanometer to 100 nanometer. These colloids are held together through the van der Waals forces. Bigger particle falls in the colloidal range, where the range is 1 nanometer to 100 nanometer. Example are metal salts and sulfur salt, etc. Means you can see that a large number of atoms or smaller molecules of the substance on dissolution, then it aggregate together to form a species having a size in the colloidal range. This is called as multimolecular. Here we take the example of sulfur salt. This is the most important example, means S8. Means it is made up of particles that containing thousands of S8 sulfur atom. So here its formula is S8. It means the multimolecular, means large number of atoms or molecules are present in the range of colloidal solution. Now the next is macromolecular colloids. Macromolecule means large molecules. Here the macro is used for size. Means dispersed phase particles lie in the colloidal range, means between 1 nanometer to 100 nanometer. Example is starch, gelatin, rubber, cellulose, PVC, etc. These macromolecules in a solvent form a solution where the size of macromolecules may fall within the range of colloidal range. So this is called as macromolecular colloids. These colloids are quite stable. For example, starch, cellulose, gelatin, rubber, proteins are also macromolecule. Or you can say the example from polymer like nylon, polythene, polystyrene, synthetic rubber. All these are the example of macromolecules. Now the third type is associated colloids. Means first is multimolecular colloids. Second is macromolecular, means which depends on the size. And third is associated colloids. It is also called as micelle formation. Yeah, micelle formation. These are the substance which behaves as a normal strong electrolytes at low concentration, but at higher concentration it behaves as a colloids. Due to the formation of aggregated particles. So these types of colloids is called as associated colloids. Means the aggregated particles, that is called as micelle. For example, soap solution and detergents. So these are